Hey guys, I'm back again with a brand new video for you all, and this time I brought you my Great League Remix battles using SERPERIOR, and I paired SERPERIOR with one of the best core for Great League Remix, that is going to be Double Flyer with Mantine and Gligar. I'm running Mantine in the lead and Gligar and SERPERIOR at the back. Now the backline is weak against ice, but we can deal with those wall rains, and we have dealt with wall rains in this video, and gonna be a little weak against those Ferrothorns, as Ferrothorn can win against all our Pokemon, but we need some teamwork against Ferrothorn and other steels like Registeel, as Gligar is the only clear answer against Registeel in this team. And yeah, SERPERIOR is very strong for this meta, and all our Pokemons got that spammy move Aerial Ace, which puts in a lot of work in this meta. And my SERPERIOR is going to have higher attack in comparison with the regular ones. Its IVs are going to be 12, 10, 2, and is going to have attack of 114 in the Great League, where rank 1 SERPERIOR is going to have attack of 106 or 8, so it's quite high on attack. And SERPERIOR is going to give some clutch victories, and these are going to be some interesting battles. I hope you'll enjoy this content, and without any further ado, let's start the battles. Moving on to the first game, it's going to be Lucario in the lead against our Mantine. Now, even though they're fighter, they're also steel, so flying attacks are just going to be neutral, and I catch their Thunder Punch. And I remembered they had Thunder Punch attack update, and it's going to be resisted by Gligar. They bring in their Quagsire, which kind of makes sense because Quagsire needs to land multiple of those moves, multiple of those Stone Edges against Mantine. It's kind of struggle against Mantine, but not that much, so that's why they bring in their Quagsire here. And those Aqua Tails would do super effective damage against our Gligar, and which is a good answer against Gligar if it has Aqua Tail. So just they shielded our Dig, so I'm just gonna shield this because they have got a lot of energy, and I'm gonna force them to throw their energy. And yeah, I did that. I also tried to catch, but I couldn't catch, so it's fine. They threw their energy there. Now I can come in with my SERPERIOR against their Mudboy, and they bring in their Mantine. Now I throw the Ice Beam here, and they decided to shield the first one. They're playing very safe here, so I'm gonna tank whatever they're gonna throw. I'm not gonna shield my Mantine here. I will reach to another Ice Beam here, and we'll throw that. The thing is, after this Ice Beam, they will reach to double Aerial Ace before I reach to my another Ice Beam, which will be enough to knock us out. And I'm not gonna shield my Mantine. The thing is, our SERPERIOR is gonna be alone in this battlefield against all their 3 Pokemon. So what I'm gonna do here is just gonna tank one Aerial Ace and throw 2 Aerial Aces at this Mandibuzz, because one is not gonna be enough. And I'm gonna tank one here. I have to tank one because they'll easily get to 2 Aerial Aces. Aerial Ace is a spammy move, and we just like shield this one. I was hoping, not hoping, I was guessing them to catch, but they didn't try to catch there. I threw the Aerial Ace. This is gonna be enough. Now it's gonna be Lucario and Quagsire remaining. And let's see what they decide to bring. Definitely it's gonna be Lucario, right? They bring in their Lucario, and they try to catch it into their Quagsire. I don't throw. This is going to be the Aqua Tail. I'm going to tank this. This is resisted. And I'm going to farm them all the way down. Now I've got double. And I was hoping one counter would not knock me out. That registered there. And this Frenzy Plant is not going to be enough. And I throw another move. I had another one. And this is going to be enough. And we take the victory in the first battle. Look at how much health our SERPERIOR has. It was kind of very close game. And another game is going to be Jellicent. Alright, Jelly. Now, I know that if we shield Shadow Ball and 2 shield scenario, it's going to be fine for us. And I threw earlier in 5 hexes, but I think I over-tapped there. Just throw the Aerial Ace, and let's see what they decide to do here. And they decide to catch the Aerial Ace into their Steelix, I guess. So I bring in my Gligar. This is most probably going to be Psychic Fang. Psychic Fangs. It's S in Psychic Fangs. Not only Fang, it's Fangs. I just throw the Dig. Now the thing here is they need to throw at least a Crunch to take us out. Our defense is debuffed. Though our defense is dropped, one Psychic Fangs is not still gonna be enough, so I throw the Dig. And let's see. That does a lot of damage, but it didn't knock them out, and we're even on shields here. So what I do is I come in with my Mantine and throw the Ice Beam. That might have been a waste of energy, but what I was thinking was I don't want my Mantine to get Psychic Fanged and to get defense dropped, because I want to tank. I need to tank one Shadow Ball from this guy if I don't want to invest a shield, right? So I didn't risk. That is why I threw the Ice Beam, and one Aerialist wouldn't have been enough. That's what I thought there. This is gonna be the Shadow Ball. Now we can tank one Shadow Ball pretty comfortably here. If we got Psychic Fang there, it wouldn't have been a lot of damage with that Shadow Ball, and they had a Gligar at the back. As soon as I bring in my Serperior, after 2 fast moves, they bring in their Gligar. Now I was calculating. Alright, we're gonna reach to the move at the same time, and one Frenzy Plant is gonna knock them out, and all I need to do is force their Jellicent to throw the energy against my Serperior, because mine is gonna win the CMP here. And this Frenzy Plant is going to be enough, and they're forced to throw the Shadow Ball here. Surf is not going to be enough, and we'll reach the Aerialist. Before we reach to the Aerialist, they throw the Shadow Ball, and we are 1-1 wing attack away from Aerialist, and we take the victory there. That is a GG. So moving on to another battle. It's going to be Mantine versus Mantine, the mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the baddest of them all? Well, what I think is the baddest of them all is whatever I'm using. That's gonna be the baddest. They throw the Ice there, and Ice Beam. We throw the Aerial Ace here, and I just try to match their energy and then throw the Ice Beam. But this is going to be the Ice Beam from them, which is gonna do a lot of damage. And even this mine Ice Beam is not gonna do a lot of damage, because I threw the Aerialist earlier, and they have quite a little bit of health, enough to get to the Aerialist against our Gligar. So they bring their Mantine is out. They bring in their Quagsire. I bring in my Serperior, and they're not swapping. So there you go. Serperior is strong in this meta. They're not swapping even their Quagsire against our Serperior, because they are double water. So they were triple water team, right? Mantine, Poliwrath, and Quagsire. And the only good counter Mantine is out. So it's gonna be Poliwrath and Quagsire. They shield there. They actually a double shield there. And the thing is, I want to get to the Aerialist before them getting to the Icy Wind. I was kind of worried there before I get to my Frenzy Plant, they would get to the Icy Wind, so I threw the Aerialist there. That is way, this way, no, that is what I'm saying. This way I can just come with my and Gligar and found the Poliwrath down, but they bring in their Quagsire, and this is going to be Aqua Tail. I need to be careful here before them getting to the Aqua Tail. I need to throw the Dig. One Aerialist. I didn't risk Aerialist, relying on Aerialist there. I throw the Dig because I know I will get to the. I have the enough energy to get the Aerialist against the Poliwrath as well. So this came quite close. Yeah, we win there. And another game, I recorded it kind of late. It was all Ninetales in the lead, and A9 in the lead. So both our Pokemon at the back are weak against this guy. They are running Powder Snow. They will destroy our back line. So it's good to see against our Mantine here. Now I'm gonna shield, right? I'm gonna shield definitely. I'm just throwing these Aerial Aces, spamming these Aerial Aces. And they'll definitely shield this one. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna shield. I'm gonna shield. And I think they will try to catch here. And that's what they do. They caught it into their Poliwrath. Alright, Poliwrath. Now, again, the calculations start. What I do is, before them getting to the Icy Wind, I need to get to the Aerialist. So I cannot delay coming in here. And they throw the Icy Wind now. So this Icy Wind is still not gonna be enough, and I'm like forcing them to throw and try to farm, or forcing them to throw, and they throw the energy here. It's gonna be good. Coming with my Serperior to get 2 Vine Whips worth of energy, and they bring in their Ninetales. I kind of made the mistake. I should have waited for the switch timer there. This way I could have tried to catch into my Mantine, but I made the mistake, and they had the Quagsire, so it's good for us. Quagsire at the back. So Serperior is really strong in this meta, guys. And it's gonna be Empoleon. Alright, Empo. Just staying here. We're just staying here. Whenever you see Empo with this team, just you don't need to swap. Now I tank one move and then come in with my Gligar, and they're not swapping and they're throwing, so I'm gonna shield one Hydro Cannon. And they're just staying. I try to bait here. Think they will shield. Come on, this is dig. Shield it. And they don't shield, they call it. And I just keep on throwing. It really is. That's what I'm going to do. I shouldn't have baited there. Man, what did I do? And they'll get to the move here. I'm gonna double shield and just throw the Aerial Ace. So Aerial Ace plus wing attacks. This is Great League and not that tanky Empoleon is. And this Hydro Cannon is gonna knock us out. So what I do here is kind of wild gameplay. Come in with a Mantine and load up on energy. They kind of let us farm them down because they want the alignment, I guess. Yeah. So it's gonna be the Dragon, the Goodra. I throw the Ice Beam, super effective move, and they don't shield it. Alright, I throw the Aerial Ace as soon as I get there. This is not gonna be enough, but it's gonna put it deep into its reds, and they have the Mud Boy. There you go. Serperior. The thing here is they need double Stone Edge to knock us out. So I just throw the Aerial Ace. Double Stone Edge is going to be 7 plus 6. It's going to be 13. Right? 13 mud shots for double Stone Edge. That much energy they needed there. So this is going to be the Mud Bomb. Yeah, that's going to be the Mud Bomb. I just farmed them down and just farm the Goodra as well. And we take the victory there. So it's going to be Serperior against our Mantine. And I just like tank one Frenzy here. I'm always willing to tank when I'm Mantine. I'm tanking here. So they bring in their Wild Rain. So here we go. This can be a good example. We've got example against what do we do with against Empoleons, what do we do against Dragons, what do we do against Wild Rains with this team, what do we do against Fighters with this team, right? We got a lot of examples in this video. I hope this video is useful for you guys. Not useful, what do we call it? Helpful? I don't know. Advantageous for you guys. Alright, so and they shield. Thing here is both our Pokemons are weak against this guy, and I'm gonna have to tank the Icicle Spear and let my Mantine go there, and have to tank one Icicle Spear here. It's not good. And Serperior can't do that. And oh, it's gonna be Ninetales, and they're throwing. I was like, hey, this is Ember. Now I was scratching my head. All right, what turn move is it? I forgot. I kind of forgot. It's not like usually you see Ember, right? Is it Ember? But yeah, it was Ember. And I was like, I forgot the count. What's the count of the move, man? So in these situations where I forget, what I do is I don't risk. I first throw the move. That's what I did there. I just threw the dig there, not doing any overfarm there. That would knock them out, and I will get to the Aerial Ace. So that is why they threw there. It was a CMP. And the thing is, here, it's going to be very close. I'm going to have to manage my energy in such a way that I can throw this one and let them sneak and let them not throw and then win the CMP in another one. So this was the CMP, I guess. We take the victory. We throw the double. Definitely our Serperior is going to win the CMP, right? So... and it's gonna be Poliwrath. They bring in their Goodra, and I'm like, okay, throw me Thunder Punch. I'm just staying. I got an answer against Poliwrath, that is Gligar, and I've also got Aerial Ace against Aerial Ace in my Serperior against those Poliwrath, against that Poliwrath. So I just throw the Aerial Ace against this guy, and I throw the Ice Beam, and they don't shield. So it's gonna be another Dragon. All right, double Dragon again. Ghost Dragon this time. I was counting, this was only 6. Right, you need 7 for Shadow Ball, and it's gonna be Ominous Wind, and we'll get to the Ice Beam there. Mantine. Putting in some real work, that's a lot of damage. I come in with my Serperior and try to like go for the Aerialist as soon as I reach there. That's how deadly Aerialist is. All 3 Pokemons got Aerialist, and they bring in their Poliwrath. Now it's gonna align against our Flyer. Go just throw the Aerialist. Now what I was thinking is, I'm gonna let my Gligar go. The Giratina is really, really low, and I'm gonna just need to have double Aerialist to win, and through the pop, and we called it, and the surrender. And it's gonna be Charizard in another battle. It's gonna be good for us. Let's see if they decide to catch the move. I was expecting to catch them to catch the move, but I threw it anyways, and it's gonna be Jellicent. Alright, Jelly, we got grass here. Superior. And I just like, I'm willing to tank a Shadow Ball in order to throw an Aerialist against their Charizard as well. By throwing this Frenzy Plant, I'm gonna knock them out if they don't shield. And I had to tank 1 Shadow Ball to get to more energy so that I could throw the Aerialist against this guy as well. And by taking that Shadow Ball, they will not have a lot of farm, but they had quite a lot of farm. And I'm now gonna come in with my Mantine and gonna tank whatever they're gonna throw. And I was guessing, okay, they got Charizard, maybe it's double water at the back. I'm just gonna farm them down, and I'm just gonna, like, I have quite a lot of energy in my Mantine, so I'm not gonna let my Mantine go down. And it was Dragon Claw, I just farmed them down, and it's gonna be the Venusaur, and it's kind of over. It is over. Because we got double Flyer, and the only thing that's remaining is their grass. So we take the victory here already. And we bring in our Gligar, and they saw our Gligar, and they surrender. And moving on to another battle, it's going to be Deoxys. Now, whenever I see Deoxys, I always count until 9 for the Thunderbolt. If they got Rock Slide, they're going to throw at 7. But in this meta, Deoxys needs to have Thunderbolt, in my opinion, and it's going to be Thunderbolt. And they're just like staying in. I'm going to throw another Aerialist. I should have moved correctly there. I wanted to catch the Thunderbolt, but they decided to like swap. Now I was like, okay, they got Deoxys and double weak to fighting at the back. That's what I was guessing their team would be. And I was guessing like, I was guessing something like, you know, Empoleon, yeah, or Registeel. And that dig doesn't knock them out, and this time they throw the Crunch. They make the correct play there. And again, what I do here is come in with my Mantine and just throw the Ice Beam. Now, definitely waste the energy there. But still I do that, and they bring in their Carbink. I bring in my Serperior, and it was not the Steel. Throw the Frenzy Plant here. And they shielded the correct move there. Now the thing is, I'm gonna need a lot of energy, and I'm gonna shield this Moonblast. This is enough for Moonblast, and there was Moonblast. They bring in their Deoxys. I saw that. I threw the Aerialist. Now, by this time, I don't have Water Pulse in my Mantine. Wouldn't have made a lot of difference, but it was still gonna be like effective against Carbink. But they can just farm on energy and throw double Psycho Boost and win that game. So I surrendered there, and that is it, guys. I hope you like this content. Double Flyer with Serperior. Serperior is good. You guys can try it. And if you like the contents, then pass the videos to your friends and Pokemon Go trainers who you know. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe to the channel if you like the content. And do join our Discord server, guys. And yeah, thank you so much, guys.